so long since we last sailed.
There's not a lick of wind, it's crazy.
So we're gonna scoot in behind him up this St. John's Inlet here. I don't like having a tall mast when the lightning's striking.
Went from like to 4th of July alligator bites. Morning.
I'm sleepy, as always in the morning. We are leaving to go from St. Augustine to Jacksonville, Florida. But there's almost no wind at all, so it's gonna be a lot of motoring.
We're going out the St. John's Inlet. We timed it with the tide, so the tide's flowing out. And we're going 6 knots, 0.8. I think the hull cleaning made a huge difference. I mean, we had a forest down there. It's been so long since we last sailed. It was pretty much coming to the US. Since then we've just been motoring. Or no motor.
Well, it's probably been like 5 months since we put diesel fuel in our tank. And we're at a quarter tank, and now we get to go through our diesel fuel that's been sitting in these jugs for 5 months. Luckily we put a bit of stabilizer in it, so they should be good. But there is a little bit of crud at the bottom of the tank, so I'm going to use this little filtered funnel to hopefully catch any of the crud, and I probably won't pour every last bit just to make sure I keep the diesel nice and clean.
We decided to go on the outside instead of following the ICW to have a more enjoyable cruise. Out here, we don't get the wake of all the power boats, and we have way more space. And with the Atlantic that calm, Jittery Jack, the autopilot, could handle the driving.
There's not a lick of wind, it's crazy. Beautiful.
It's actually super refreshing. Nice cool shower. I needed one of those. Yum yum.
Traveling in between two inlets creates more logistical challenges with currents. Going this way meant that our main time concern was to make sure that we would enter the St. John's River at either slack tide or on the flood, when the current would push us up the river.
Scrubbing some speed by turning into the wind to let this big tanker ship go ahead of us, because otherwise we're going to be almost cutting in front of him and don't want to get in his way. So we're going to scoot in behind him up this St. John's Inlet here. Should have probably turned off the engine sooner, because we were going like 5 knots anyway without the engine. But we keep losing wind and then gaining wind, and it's hard to judge. that, eh?
I know. There's a storm coming. So yeah, there's 2 knots of current right now, and we're doing like 5 knots with almost no wind. So it's like super calm, which is kind of nice. It's not as stressful. Especially knowing that I can just turn on the engine if we really need to.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Don't say that. Why are you saying this? I've got confidence.
Sailing in Florida during July means hurricane season. This leads us to dealing with many squalls along the way. We did see some dark clouds in the distance, but maybe we waited a little too long before taking down the sails and motoring. So it was all hands on deck. Here comes the rain. Go. All right, that's good. Let's drop the mainsail.
You get this?
Yeah. Like right there. I don't like having a tall mast when the lightning's striking. This is a little nerve-wracking. This is crazy. There's lightning all around us.
On the other side of the bridge. So. Oh! Oh shit!
Don't touch the stays. Unless you need to.
We can like go in and then we can run.
Well, I guess Corey didn't lose his awesome parking skills. Ducked the boat like a champion. And last time we went to a dock was 5 months ago. So, wow. Actually really feels weird being able to just step off the boat onto a dock. And it's kind of nice. Then you go and chat with other cruisers, which we haven't really done much of in a long time. Actually, St. Augustine we did some. I'm lying. So beer time, I think. And I'm cold.
Stop complaining. You're cold. You're hot.
As we entered the St. John's River Inlet, it's like, oh, this is easy and smooth and perfect to holy shit, let's just like douse all the sails, because we could see the wall of rain coming towards us and just they're rushing, trying to just pack away the sails. And then the whole ride over was just crazy lightning and thunder. So I went from like, to but we're here.
We probably could have taken down the sails sooner. We were going like 5 knots with
no wind.
The wind behind us, barely anything.
We actually did 9.5 knots at one point with the engine, just the engine, no sail. There's some really strong current in the St. John's River, it's insane. And big waves, we had really big waves too. Anyways, beer o'clock. It's such a weird feeling to just walk off the boat onto a dock and be able to go for a walk. So we just docked off at Sisters Creek, which is in Jacksonville. It's kind of a free dock on the ICW that's far from everything, pretty much. There's like nothing close by. But I have my sisters Julie and Chantal who live here, and we visited them back in December, so it was just a perfect spot to stop again and be able to go see them. And it's a free dock that's like beautiful, so it's kind of nice, and it's usually not that busy. It wasn't that busy anyways when we docked here back in December. So yeah, just enjoying life here. Probably gonna meet up with them tomorrow because I believe they're working tonight. But it's kind of nice just walking around from the dock. It's a weird feeling. So it really shows you how you can anchor almost anywhere. Like we haven't docked in 5 months and we found plenty of great anchorages all over the place. I mean, some are more scenic, nicer than others, but it's been good in general. Hey! I think I made a new friend. There's so many stray cats here. And this little guy here, he just follows me. I walk. Okay, no, he's not doing it because I'm filming, eh? Oh yeah, he's following. Look! Wherever I go, he goes. Or she. Look at that! Following! What's happening?
Oh, we're just pulling up our dinghy while we're here so that no rain gets in it. And I figured I'd scrape the bottom of the dinghy to get rid of some of these barnacles before we throw it back in after. It's not too bad actually.
Excited?
Yeah, it'll be nice. Go into some air conditioning. That's the most exciting part. And of course visiting your family, but the air conditioning is gonna be pretty sweet. It's been so hot, like between 30 and 40 degrees, sometimes over 40 degrees, plus humidity. It'll be nice change.
Are you excited of sleeping in a real bed?
Yeah, it's gonna be nice not sleeping in a triangle and sleeping in a rectangle for a change. And it's actually nice and cool in here. I'm not sweating my butt off, and it's gonna be really quite nice.
That made sense, yeah?
What you got there? Woo! Awesome.
Just get one. That should be good. We're getting some porgy because we really enjoyed it in the Bahamas. It was a hard fish to shoot, but it was delicious tasting, really soft white meat. So we're gonna get one of those because that's one that stands out anyway. It was painful to see the price of fish after spearing them for free the whole time we were in Bahamas.
So 4th of July alligator bites, because we're testing in the air fryer.
Okay.
Ooh la la. Well, gator bites and then air fryer is a real success. It's so good. And we made them with some Cajun and it's delicious.
No, but it was, okay, one of them? No, no. Okay, yeah. Although I would just see making the soup, Toronto Maple Leafs are doing their training camp from doing it out of
Good morning. Do you want some bananas? Just another day in Florida, eh? That's crazy. Like my sister has all those banana trees. Actually, there's one that's kind of ripe.
Ooh.
But there's like tons of ants. It was great hanging out at both of my sister's places and catching up on family time.
But yeah, I mean, there's like electricity there, there's
That's
a
good.
plug there. I mean,
Yeah. That's good.
you like it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's beer, that's kind of
Kind of water beer.
yellowy.
We're in Savannah in Georgia. It's so exciting. I love exploring new places.
Let's get going.
We made it to Cumberland Island.